Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, depending on where you're watching from. Actually, during the research for my recent book, when I wrote about general history of Africa, I discovered so many things that the African were made to abandon. The colonialists, the Europeans, there were certain things they made Africa to abandon. Not because those cultures were bad, but they discovered that if they not allow Africa to do away with those cultures, with those things, it will be difficult for them to overpower them, to be difficult for them to control the Africans. So they use indirect way to convince the Africans to push those practices aside. Now, that is not saying that there are some practices that were good. No, there were some of the practices that were not really good. Like, for instance, like the killing of twins in some parts of Africa. Those ones were not good. But apart from that, there were so many cultures in Africa that were good. But they use, let's say, systematically, they were able to brainwash the Africans so that they will do away with those cultures, with those traditions, in order for them to be able to control the Africans. And that was what they did and they succeeded. Now, why am I saying this? I watched a movie recently. Now, even in my book, the other book I wrote, The Agony of Single Mother, when I talk about submission and advise women, modern days African women, that observing some of our culture is not bad. It's just a show of respect, a sign of humility. You understand? And in there I mentioned something like in my tribe from Delta, you kneel down and greet an elderly person. Till today, when I see elderly people, I kneel down and greet them. It's not anything to me. It doesn't take anything from me. It could be that I'm even richer than the person. You know, I have money than the person. I'm doing well to do than the person. But so long as that person is older than me, I'm obligated to kneel down and greet the person. That's how we are brought up. And it's our culture. It doesn't take anything from me. You understand now? Okay, so why am I saying this? I watched a movie recently, and the young lady finds it difficult, very, very difficult to kneel down and greet the husband. He says it's a cake, it's an old fashioned, and we don't do it in our culture. So why are you imposing on her? How can and I kneel down? Come on now. And when I go through the comments, because the movie was on social media on Facebook. When I go through the comment, I saw so many ladies. Almost all the ladies were in support of the woman not kneeling down for the husband. Is she a slave? Is he a dad? Come on, Africa. Listen, I want us to understand something. Every tribe, every, do I call it? Every nation, everybody, they have their own tradition, their own culture. Even the Western you are copying is their culture. That is what now. For instance, in Africa now, you say you must put on uh, white gown to show that you are married. It's not your culture. It's their culture there to wear white gown. Now that apart. So that brings me to the value for your own culture. Now, one of my friends from our culture, though not my own language, gone, the other Isoko culture, Isoko, which is the same thing with Yoruba, came with his wife some time ago. And the way they were welcome, everybody, the junior one kneel down, the husband kneel down for the elderly ones in the village. The woman was surprised. And he said, wow, this is good. It shows a respect. This is love, unity. Come on. You know what happened? All the time she was around, there's the younger sister that was serving food, we kneel down and greet. And this lady went back when they got to Germany. Anytime she serves the husband, she will kneel down and just copy. Nobody forced her because it's not her culture, but she loves it. This is a white lady. that values African culture. Whereas we African, we say it's slavery. We don't want to do it. Now, what is wrong with us Africans? That we don't value our own. What is really wrong with our African ladies and even our African young men? Because I've seen young men that wants to propose to a lady, they go to the public, kneel down for the woman. Come on, I don't know. It's to me, you are even running in, you are putting costs upon yourself that you will not be the head, but the woman will be the head. That is just it. Okay, it's not your culture. Let those that have that culture practice it. Why would you come and kneel down in public for a woman? And this same woman that you kneel down for in public, that you are proposing to her, when you get home, even in secret, she cannot kneel down for you. What the heck? What is wrong, man? Why are we throwing our culture away, whereas other people value it? But now, when you get to Europe, most of the white ladies now, we have seen so many interviews, they like our food, eba, fufu, oha soup. Thank God for the Igbo guys that are abroad. Most of them are teaching their wives how to cook all this food, and they are preparing it seriously now, even almost better than our young girls here that don't even know how to cook. Where do we get all this from? Come on. Now, what I'm just saying is let's value our Africa tradition. Let's value our Africa culture. Now, we are not saying of the one that say, go and kill, go and do this one. No, 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 no. And one good thing about Africa culture is that most of them don't, they go against immorality. They go against bad. No, you understand? It's just like the Hebrew culture. Most times, then why are we not taking them serious? Please, I want to employ you. Know, like I said in my book, In the Agony of Single Mothers, I have never heard, talking about submission, I have never heard anywhere that because you knelt down and greet your husband, or you knelt down and greet an elderly person, that because of that, you became ugly, your beauty disappear, vanish because of kneeling down for your husband. And even you are doing that even in secret, in the home, inside the house. That is not saying that you cannot do it outside. But what is wrong with it? And the funniest thing is this same group of ladies that refuse to kneel down and greet their husband in the secret place, they are still the same women that are going to the church in the public and kneeling down for their pastor, calling the pastor daddy, yes sir. But when they get home, they cannot kneel down for their husband. No, what is wrong? Who did it to us? Please, let's come back to the African culture. I'm an advocate of the African culture because I see so many things that are good in the African culture than the ones that are not good. Now, I pray that books comes out very soon, and you get to so many people that wants to read General History of Africa. You will discover that actually African culture is to be emulated. So many of them from all across Africa. But the Europeans have brainwashed us, has made us to believe that anything Africa is bad. And that is the mentality that most of us are carrying today, especially our women. We don't want to eat our food, our local food. We want to eat shawarma, hot dog, and all those stuffs. Now ask yourself, why is it that those our ancestors, our forefathers, they lived longer than today? None of them ate hot dog. None of them ate shawarma. None of them ate burger. They lived on the Africa food because Africa food themselves are medicinal. But today, we eat, cold, drink anything, sugar, everything. And at the age of 35, you see somebody having BP, diabetes, and all those related diseases because we abandon our culture. Please, this is a clarion call for every African. Let's embrace our African culture. If you are part of my, let's say if you come from the side I come from, we know we value culture. Always kneel down for your elders. Being a woman or a man, it doesn't take anything from you. And as you do so, I know those that respect elders according to our saying, they too will be respected. When you wish good to others, good will come your way. If you don't respect, respect others. respect elders most especially, and your days shall be long. Thank you. There's nothing wrong with Africa cultures, Africa tradition. So long as it didn't ask you to hurt your neighbor, so long as it didn't ask you to kill, so many of Africa culture are very good. Thank you. God bless you.